I'm Joey Fortman with She Speaks TV, and I brought my girlfriends around because she likes to speak. Rene, Syler.
And I have a lot to say. Yeah, you know, wife, mother, former broadcaster, author. I have a blog, Good Enough Mother.
And Charlene DeLoach, one of my most organized mom friends.
And my website, charlenechronicles.com, my tagline is never enough words.
That's good. I didn't realize that. I love it. Okay, so I want to talk about allowances because I have a 6-year-old who's now going into the next stage of life where he wants to spend more money than he makes himself. And I'm dying to hear your stories because you've got older kids and you know what works and what doesn't, and you've got the intellectual way of being able to educate your children to do it.
So yeah, we're starting that journey of allowances.
Yeah. In our house, we have these dinosaurs. I bought a couple bags of dinosaurs and I put them in some baggies, and every time they do something good, I make them go throw a dinosaur in the jar. So when the dinosaur jar fills up, we can do something fun.
So the dinosaur is currency? Is that, okay, that's cool because that's something that they can understand, right?
It's working.
So they get the dinosaur when they do something good?
Yeah, but I have a 2-year-old too, so I was trying to help the 2-year-old understand. But then I can have the 6-year-old. I have no idea what I'm doing. There was no handbook, nothing.
Oh, welcome to motherhood.
I know, right?
Yeah, guess what? That's the dirty little secret. None of us knows.
No. So you have older kids. Was there a point where you went from because I'm sure your 18-year-old's like, Mom, really? No dinosaurs?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we went from dinosaurs to debit cards because my kids are older, and I think what's really interesting is I am a firm believer in you earn your allowance. This is not something you get because you're a citizen of this household. You do it because you earn it. I would like to go to work and put my feet up all day and just get paid for not doing anything, but that's not real life. I want these kids to be armed with the skills they're going to need when they walk out the door. And that, going into a place and not doing any work and expecting to get paid is not what happens when you go out into the real world. So yeah, so they do chores for their allowance. And it goes right from my account onto their debit cards.
Really? Did they ever like reach out to you and be like, Mom, seriously, like you need to pay your bill?
Yeah, no, you know what's interesting is every so often my son will be overdrawn or something and he'll say, can I have my allowance early? No, you can't have more and you can't have it early because that's not life.
Would you go to your boss?
No.
Hey, I kind of overspent this month. Can I have my paycheck? Like, yeah.
Really, it helps for them to actually hold money. I think the debit card thing is kind of a cool idea, but they don't understand when you go into a place and you have to take $3 or $5 out to spend on your candy versus a swipe of the card. I think it's different. It's a
accountability piece of it.
Yeah, it's a tangible. They get it.
When it's out, it's out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As a mom to young kids, how do you assign the dollar amount, the monetary value to different chores? Because I mean, did you over the years start off with like a quarter, and then that same chore became $1? I mean, how do you figure that out?
Gosh, that was so long ago for me. I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
How much? I think that's the biggest thing for moms or parents is how much money do you assign to a certain activity?
Well, I don't know that you assign it to a task as much as you have 3 tasks, and when you do these 3 tasks, this is what your allowance is, and you get paid every Friday. That's how we always did it in our house. So in our house, everybody got allowance on Friday, just like you get paid. Part of the chores that you did to earn that allowance were taking out the garbage, feeding the dog, emptying the cat litter, things like that. It wasn't a per task basis as much as it was, here's overall the things that are required of you as your job as a citizen of this household. And this is what it pays.
Yeah, so when I grew up, it was everybody had their list of 10 things that they had to do. So, setting the table and whatever have you, and there was money assigned to it, and you checked off what you did. So at the end of the week, if you didn't meet your goals, you didn't get paid for it.
Oh.
So it's kind of similar to that, when you're self-employed, if you don't go out and do that, you don't get paid. So I had that sort of, if you want more money, then you have to work harder for it.
So it was like deducted?
It was almost like you had 10 things. So again, set the table, clear the table, unload the dishwasher, load the dishwasher, say 5 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents, because I was, I'm old. That was what you got back then, 5 cents, woohoo! But then at the end of the day, say you only did 5 out of the 10, well, you only got paid for 5 out of the 10.
Okay.
And then at the end of the week, you kind of tallied it up, and like this week I only got, you know, $2.
Okay.
Versus if I had maybe hustled a little bit more, did a little bit more work, I could have gotten the $4 or something like that.
I didn't get any of that.
Now.
Maybe that's why you're so organized and smart. It's because you were brought up to do those type of things.
She was a lister.
But it does maybe. Yeah, it kind of, you strive more because I want to earn more money. So I'm going to take on this job and this job and this job so I can get a bigger paycheck.
Well, what do you do with your kids?
So my kids are young, they're 2 and 5, and so we're just starting this whole allowance journey, and they don't have a concept of money. So if I give them a quarter, it doesn't really mean anything. But I want to start getting them the concept you were saying, like, you need to kind of earn your keep. So we got pirate coins. So there is a popular show out there that uses gold doubloons when you do teamwork and things like that. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go out to the party store. It was like $10 for 400 of them, put them in a cookie jar, and you know, at the end of the day, same thing, if you meet all your little chores, you'll get 10 gold doubloons, you'll get 5 gold doubloons. We also we reward for good behavior. And I think it's a little different maybe when you're 16 years old, but it's definitely doing things around the house. But it's also like you're sharing with your sister, or you said please and thank you to kind of encourage that a little bit. Sure. And we collect all the coins, and then we say to them, okay, when you get 10 coins, you can buy a present, like at the toy store. And I'm starting to, with the 5-year-old, say, but those 10 coins, you can't get that $50 huge thing. So I'm starting to introduce, because he can recognize numbers now, is this $10 and under? Then your 10 coins works. If not, this says 20, you have to have 20 coins. So I think it's a nice way to kind of build up. First just getting them, realizing I get a reward, and then taking the gold doubloon concept and equating it to money, and then maybe later on money.
I just laugh because I learned so much from you. Because me, I'm like, what? Just fine. Stop complaining. Stop crying. Get it. If that's what you want, fine. It's more than $10. Let's just get it and get out of here. But I love that. You have some info on your website, right? Like,
I do. I read a whole blog post about, you know, that's just another way of looking at it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Money, moms, women, and She Speaks TV.